All right. So anyways, plowing ahead here. Those motherfuckers won the whole thing. I know there's a lot of people, 5,001, that doesn't seem too crazy. I guess the U.S. Olympic team in 1980 was like 1,000 to 1. And I forget what the Mets were in 69. But basically, those were the two biggest sports underdogs that anybody could think of in the U.S., or at least the person I was talking to. And Leicester City was 5 times that. And that was such a big fucking deal. I actually went on the internet to see reaction videos of fans of that club losing their fucking shit. And I just sat there laughing in a good way, seeing how happy people were. That's always the greatest. I don't know why that is the greatest, but it's always the greatest when somebody who just like out of fucking nowhere comes along and wins it. You know, it's the whole Rocky story, right? So congratulations to them. But I think as much as that's the greatest sports thing in recent memory, I think in the U.S. we're going to eclipse that very quickly if we haven't already. Because I have to think, what were the fucking odds that Donald Trump was going to secure the Republican, whatever the Republican National Convention Party, whatever they call them, be the presidential nominee for that fucking party? Do you understand that Ted Cruz throwing in the towel? Everybody said he elbowed his wife. He didn't. Okay, she was third man in. I tweeted about this. If you look what happened, he hugged her first, right? And then he went in for the man hug. And then she, you know, according to the NHL rule of third man in, if there's an altercation already happening and a third party enters it, it's an automatic game misconduct. So she should have got a game misconduct, right? If she's done that before in the past, you know, maybe she should get a suspension. I'll tell you what was fucking hilarious. She hung in there like a trooper. She took a knuckle and a couple of fucking elbows. She looked like she was trying to stop one of those little kiddie merry-go-rounds with her head. You know, just kept taking a fucking bar to the skull. He then did include her. I thought it was weird that she wanted to hug with those two men. I don't know much about Ted Cruz, but I think, I don't know, I felt a weird sort of rotisserie vibe there from his wife that I think already occurred. You know, they were probably hugging, saying, all right, we're going to do this. Let's do it now. Okay. I told you I couldn't do it. You know, I'm running for president. I don't need that shit, but now it's over. And I'm just a senator now. So yeah, you know, I'll be on the other end while you're fucking my wife. I'll blow me a little bit. You know, I don't give a shit. You know, just push this bill through. Isn't that how politics work? I have no idea. Let's get back to what I was talking about. So fucking, what's his name there? Fucking Willie Wiffle there. The fucking guy with the toupee. Comes back and around again, right? Donald Trump. I just want the American people to know that by giving him that fucking position in politics, you just cleared the way for Hillary Clinton to become president. And I don't want to hear a fucking word out of any of you Republicans. Not a fucking word. This is the guy you picked. You got no one to blame but yourselves. The only thing I do like about Donald Trump actually being nominated is it makes me feel like it makes my conspiracy theory like go down. Like there's no way they don't count the votes if that guy got in. I used to think they just pretended to count the votes and then they just stuck this, like nobody wants that fucking guy in. I know some of the most staunch Republicans you could possibly fucking run into, and they have their head in their hands going, how the fuck did this guy become president? And that's easy. That's easy. All you have to do is look at pop music. You just look at the shit that sells on TV. Bunch of whores screaming and yelling at each other. You know what I mean? It's inevitable. I have to be honest with you. I cannot fucking believe that this guy, he's a fucking star of a reality show. This is worse than when Schwarzenegger ran fucking California. This is fucking, oh my God, it's just unbelievable. It's unfucking believable. But anyways, congratulations to Leicester City. That must have been insane. That's something that, you know, that's one of those ones you're going to talk about until you're like fucking, I still talk about the Red Sox coming back in 2004. Out of all the championships, Boston has won in the last 10 years. And I can't say that, 10, 12 years. I mean, we won a bunch of them. That was the one. That was the fucking, it's the fucking Yankees. They had like 26 championships. We hadn't won in like fucking 86 years, down 0-3. I mean, that was like a fucking... It was like Jimmy Fallon, Drew Barrymore fucking movie there, right? They actually had to throw that in. They didn't even have that in the fucking script because they were in that movie going, nah, this is going to seem too unbelievable. And then it fucking happened, and they had to change the ending to the movie. That's incredible. And, oh, man, I'll never forget that fucking cop, that fucking New York City cop when we were down 0-3, and I was still wearing my Red Sox hat walking down the street in New York, and he fucking laughed. He goes, look at this fucking guy. Blah, 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 just laughing. And I remember we won the next game, and the next, and every day I'd walk out of my apartment going right by the same place looking for that fucker, and I never saw him again. Like, what was I going to do? Point at my hat, you fucking pig, and then get arrested? I wasn't going to do that. I would have shot him a dirty look, and he would have been like, what the fuck was that about? Because I never had the balls to talk shit. You know what it was? Because I knew he was right. I agreed with him after game 3 when we lost like 19-8 or some shit. So anyways, congratulations. I always love seeing shit like that when a team like that comes out of fucking nowhere. So that's awesome. And speaking of sports, believe it or not, with my busy schedule, I've actually, because I live on the West Coast, mercifully, I've been able to watch most of the fucking games. And with the lovely Nia out of town, I've been just living like a fucking bachelor. Like this, you should see how much the TiVo, or whatever the fuck you call it, the record thing, how much it's changed. It was just her show, my show, her show. She tapes fucking everything. Every motherfucking Real Housewife fucking thing. She loves those shows. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of fucking Orange County. There's some hip-hop love show, whatever the fuck that one's called. And then she'll have like fucking, I don't know, Citizen Kane. She's one way or the other. It's either just absolute fucking unbelievable or just like shit. There's no middle ground with her, right? And then every once in a while, I'll have a game on there. So now that she's been gone, it's like I'm recording every fucking game. Although I'm missing the fucking Capitals and Penguins right now. But I've been watching the Blues. I've been watching the Sharks. Hey, I'm warming up to the Sharks. I like those bearded fuckers. You know what? There's something scummy about them, and I don't know. I relate to it. I also like I kind of like everybody who's left, except for the Penguins. I don't root against the Penguins. I just, every time I see them, it's you stole our colors. You fucking have pieces of shit in your Ring of Honor. There's just something about them. I don't hate them. The only reason why I don't hate him is because I love Joe Bartnick and he loves the Penguins. So I sort of fucking root for him. But I always just think, like, these are the guys with the knee breakers who then whine when people try and take their knees. I don't understand it. They came into the league. They took our colors. It's just like, it's like rooting for a joke thief. I know what they're going to say. Oh, you took them from the fucking Steelers. No, we didn't. It was fucking hockey. We've been around since the fucking 1920s. There was no fucking Pittsburgh Steelers in 1929. I'll tell you right now, I don't give a fuck if there was. Was there? Let me actually check here. 1929 Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see if they're around. Myron Cope's Pittsburgh Steelers official terrible towel. No. Oh, wait a minute. Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe I'll just go to Wikipedia here. It's funny right now, like 99% of people in Pittsburgh know the answer to this question already. There's such maniac fans there. I mean that in a respectful way. Oh, you know what? I don't give a fuck. God knows they're all going to correct me anyways. I don't need to look this shit up. But anyways, plowing ahead here.